So my name is Ajit Patel. I am an entrepreneur. I have started many businesses and made success of almost all of them. One of my most successful stories is starting a pharmaceutical business in '89, starting the concept in '89, '91 raising money from friends and taking that company public in 1998 as planned and making a lot of money for my users. Average user made investor in '91 invested $1, made $50 8 years later, and some of them made even $200 out of that. So reasonable amount of success and experience in running a public company.
Privacy around is a message when you send, or all privacy is around which is your friend. So we made it in 2 simple steps to find it, and hopefully this navigation is a good feedback. And it took us almost 9 months, a lot of feedback. People were saying fantastic, but we don't know, a bit complicated. So we did, and I think this is our 10th version of the app.
Are you going to use
Gujarati, because that's what I speak, and the app just becomes Gujarati. So we've got it in 110 languages. You can then your keyboard option. So when it's like anything else. So I can go into all of these guys have a standard keyboard, so I can just use I think somewhere in here there is a language option. Only then you will get messages sent to you. So my whole philosophy based on British law is about consent. Give consent. If the user gives consent, then give them the information they want. So we have information, but we will only use it when you say for a specific reason and say, okay, do you want us to use it? Not like saying, just give us blanket usage of all your data. They just say, for this particular use, would you mind if we use this data? If the answer is yes, then it will be used. If the answer is no, then it will be used.
Announced the launch of Gage in January, where we started testing with our users, and after about 9 months of a lot of change in the app, I think we changed it about 10 times. From a lot of feedback, we are now ready to relaunch the app with more advanced features and more simpler navigation. Our feature focus is that Gage should be very easy to use, which should be more fun and expressive for messaging, but also very private and safe to use. Now, why we are focusing on privacy, safety, and developing the messenger is that messengers are the most popular form of communications now, other than face-to-face. And more people are getting more advanced in the way they communicate with people on a messenger. And we want to ensure that there is more private and safety and more control on the messages. So we did a bit of research, and in our research our users told us that there were 4 areas in which they were concerned. One was what happens to the messages and the content they have created, like videos and photos, on their own phone, so that if somebody stole it or they lost it or whatever, what is it, or if somebody is reading their app, what control do they have to maintain privacy. They were also concerned about what happens to the messages and the content when it reaches on the other person's phone, and to make sure that if they wanted to take it back or they wanted to control the spread of that message, they were able to do that. And the third thing was, that they wanted more knowledge and control on, how does the message actually travel from one phone to the other phone, and in the internet, what happens to it, what happens on the server, and how safe and private is it. And then the last thing, they wanted some stuff so that if the phone got stolen or compromised, that their content wasn't, and what can they do to take control, so delete it, destroy it, and stuff like that. So these were the 4 areas of users' concerns, and using that knowledge and sort of background research, we have developed 18 features for privacy, and we are still developing some more. That gives the user more control on the messages before they leave, during the process of transmission, after they reach and in case they lose the phone. I really suggest that your users go to our website and download these books, which will educate them on the sort of dangers of messages and content and how our features will help them do that. I think strongly suggest that they read that. But the last thing and most important thing is that my vision for Engage is that I want to share my success with my users, because it's my users, when they use the product, are going to help me grow. And so in return for their efforts in recommending the products, I want to reward them with some exclusive loyalty points, which they will be able to change for shares when we take the company public, or sell it, which is our mission. And when we do that, they will take each one of those points and get either the money for it, or they will get the shares. So, my call to your users would be to, come on, download Engage, use it because it's a very good product. Be safe and private in your messaging, which is our mission. And in that process, when you like the product and recommend, then also benefit. And what we make in each share, you will also make in each share, because that's what we want to do for you. So yeah, just go ahead and download Engage, and do read these books on engage.com, which is www.n-gage.com, and in here you will have a section called books, and in there you'll be able to download some of the books. So happy reading. Thank you. So our plan is that our Engage Champions program, how we reward equity to users or shares, is very simple. We have 250 million shares, which is about 23% of the company, reserved for users. We then give users Engage loyalty points, which are also 250 million. And then they will change those points for the value of the shares when we go public. First million users in India, we are giving them 20 loyalty points each. After that, they can get more by recommending the Engage to a friend. And when the friend downloads, they'll get another 2. If and when we go public, obviously we will go public, or sell it, because it doesn't have to be public. Our aim is to do that in 2020. We want the business to mature and be ready before we do that. If the opportunity arises earlier, we will do that earlier. And hopefully all of us will make some money out of it.